right, welcome aboard, boys and girls. It is time for the 100th episode of Sketching the Privateer. And we're going to start with a little video I put together a couple of years ago as a little bit of a start of the history of the comic book. So you guys enjoy this video for a second, and I will be back with a friend, and we will catch you up on everything Privateer. So check it out, guys. Here we go. If I can hit all the right buttons, don't you know? How you guys doing? Good to talk to you. I'll be monitoring the chat while I work. I've decided I'm going to go ahead and Twitch stream the entire process of doing the comic book. So welcome aboard. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to be doing my sketches. You see here, there's some of my artwork. It's already it's on display there in a slideshow above my face camera.
Crazy old man yelling at whoever it is. I don't know. He's kind of locking that race. In the room. But you know what? He's the greatest. You know why? Because they believe. They believe. You know what Jeremy
Joe's Atmosphere. How's it going, Joe? It's nice meeting you, man. For 499. Had a ball, guarding Casitos gear at Gators with Brahma. Good to finally meet you, comics. You guys are all killing it. Keep on keeping on. Well,
yeah,
you,
dude. We appreciate. Yeah, we absolutely appreciate Joe. Joe was killing it there. You got to check out his channel. He's putting it together, and he's excited. We met a lot of people who were excited to just get started in doing this, and boy, howdy, they're amazing.
He's working on a comic book. You showed me some of the art, and the art's fantastic.
What?
The art,
Nice.
the art
Dude,
is really
get in
good.
touch with me. I'll bring you on my comic book stream I do on Friday night. We'll talk about it. Let's see what you got. Last but not least, the first time on here as well, Mr. Joe's Atmosphere. Welcome to the Comic Shop Talk, sir. How are you?
How you doing, bud? It's good to see you. I appreciate you having me on, man.
My pleasure.
I've been hanging around the shows. I watched Bobby's show last night after Mark C's with a D review. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for having me, really. I appreciate it, Nick, a lot. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, man. My pleasure. And all right. So before we geek out some more and show off some things more, we're gonna have Mr. Joe here because he's got a little bit of a shorter say. So we're gonna let him talk a little bit about his thoughts on the Ripper video. And after that, he can shift right over to what he's got to promote. And then after that, he gotta go. So Joe, go nuts.
Okay, man. I hate to say this, but I didn't do my homework. The dog ate it. No, actually, my daughter got in town 2 days ago, and I've been so busy that today was the only day I could see her. These are some promotional things that I did up for a Comic-Con we're having in August. My wife is the captain of the crew of Barkus and Meow, and their theme this year is Barkus and Meow Goes Geek. It's a crew in northern Louisiana that is run by a bunch of animal rescues and stuff like that. And she's the captain this year, and she got to pick the theme. So she's going to cosplay as this character. This is the wife of the privateer, my main character. She's the Royal Fox, is who she is. And That's the one for the privateer, and I'm gonna have these available at her booth at the Comic-Con for people to come get. But that's the one for the privateer. He's America's pirate patriot. I've been writing stories about this guy for more than 20 years, and I'm finally, now that I'm 57 and not working in manufacturing anymore, and I've got time to do it, I'm starting putting the pencil on the paper to make him come to life. So that's what I got going on. Like I said, these posters are going to be available at the Comic-Con, and it's just some of the artwork I've been doing for it. I've actually got, if you take a look at the playlist, I'm 3 pages into the book, sketching it, and looking forward to do more.
Right there.
Excellent
Yeah.
stuff, man.
Going.
We're
So,
the same
dude,
age, man.
hell yeah.
Yeah. I noticed that, Clobber. We're exactly the
Same
same
age,
age.
man.
Yes, we are.
Both the old guys around here.
Yeah, you know it, man. But yeah, I haven't, I'm doing this. I've never done a comic book before. You see my drawing tables back here. That's how I'm doing it. And I hope to find a venue to put it out there. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I'm hoping that I will hear about that on this show and talking to you guys. And
when it's ready,
Yeah.
you will come on here. We will go nuts and promote it for you. We'll have
For sure. What I'm hoping to get
huge,
from you guys,
and
especially
we'll
guys like
talk about
Clobbering and guys that worked in the industry, I want to find out the best way to put it out there. You know what I mean? So,
Do you have
look,
any
guys.
influence for your art, man? Any favorite artists or anything like that?
Oh, my favorite. I'll tell you right now. My 2 favorite artists. My favorite. He did the cover for the first crossover between the biggies. Ross Andrew.
Andrew.
His run on Spider-Man is my favorite. So,
we just reviewed that book, by the way.
No kidding.
A
Wow.
couple weeks ago, a buddy of mine
I missed
reviewed
it.
it. Ross
I told you I'm
Andrew.
new to this, man,
Nick
but
Fury.
I'm really glad I ran into Nick watching. I think he was yelling at parked cars.
Yes.
And I've been following all you guys. I do like you tell me. I'm following everybody as we go. I'm watching all the streams and really enjoying it. But look, guys, I got to run.
Right
for
here,
sure.
guys. This is Joe's link here. He is up about 9 subs away from 100 there.
All right.
Yes. when
Yeah,
he's
like I
ready
said,
to
I'm
show it
just
off.
getting started. I'm doing
Right,
a lot of
what-
stuff on. I'm doing a lot of stuff on Twitch right now, and then uploading it a couple days later.
Oh, dude, that's good, man.
I have a talk show with my brother. We did it yesterday. We do it every Thursday at 6:30. It's called The Brothers Hack the Matrix. It's just 2 brothers talking. He has a long commute in a big city in the U.S. And it's just stuff he and I talk about: current events, comic books, stuff we love, movies, all that good stuff. So yeah, check me out, guys. And it was good to meet you, Dragon Master. I think you're the only one I haven't seen on here. I follow all the rest of you. So I will watch Ripa. I'll have my homework done next time I see you. Okay?
Okay.
Well, in saying that, Bruce, on
Good to
Monday,
meet you, buddy.
drop the trailer for the first book, so look out for
Yeah.
that.
Yep, for sure.
By
You
the way,
gained some
you
subs,
are-
dude. So you gained a lot of subs. So
I
there you
appreciate it. I
go.
appreciate it a lot. Thanks
There
a
you
lot,
go. We're
guys.
at 3
Okay?
away from 100.
Yep.
We're gonna get you back on here. It'll be huge. We'll drink a lot, and we're gonna look at some amazing stuff, and we're gonna make you some money and have fun while we're doing it too. All right.
I appreciate
Thanks, buddy.
it. You guys take care of yourselves and have a
Okay,
good
man.
stream. I'll be watching.
All right.
I've got about a 20-minute window here, and then I'll be at work. If it's not too busy, I'll be watching. You
All
guys
right,
be
sir.
good. See you in
Have
the
a good
chat.
night, sir.
Hail to the
Cheers.
chat, by the way. Keep on
Hi,
keeping
Joe.
on.
Here.
Hey, man.
All right.
Speaking of subs, son, 4 away from 2,000.
Yay.
So I don't think I'll get there anytime soon. But
Oh man, so, yeah, that all right. We may have just skyrocketed him now to
I hope
100.
so.
He's at 101.
Yeah, one
He's
coming
at
out.
101. Oh yeah, 101. Joe's atmosphere, guys. I look forward to having him back. He already sounds like he has a good voice. He already sounds like he's gonna have a good hang for this right off the bat. Even though he's new, I'm like, this guy's good. He's gonna fit in. He's gonna do fine. He's
Absolutely.
gonna do just fine. He's already has a good voice. He already is very committed to his project, and I can't wait, Joe. I look forward to having you back on there, dude. Thanks for being on here, and we'll bring you on here full panel, and absolutely will be good.
Joe, there's no sound, bro. You're muted.
Sorry
Joe.
about that.
Yeah. You're muted, dude.
Yeah. My man. Yeah, man, I put that video together about a year ago for the one year anniversary of the show. But yeah, that was my first meetup where you saw the pictures and the video of me half in the bag yelling at fucking drunk 3PO. It was funny stuff. And yes, Wookie, Jed is alive.
Yeah. I've been doing things in the background, dude. Yeah.
Alive.
Things have been coming together.
But anyway, since it's the
music
exactly.
in the background, Joe.
I am a boomer. Yes, I am.
Music in the background.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn it off. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
You just relax, bro.
you.
I like the music in the background, bro. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Kay's waving at us. Good to see you,
Yeah.
girl. Good to see you. But anyway, it's good to see all of you guys. Let me go ahead and kill this music because it's driving Jed up the wall, or he wouldn't have said anything. Okay, so I just figured I'd show you guys some of the progress I've been doing this year. My journey as a YouTuber and a hopefully a comic book creator that people will give a shit about down the road. Let's see. I wanted to show some more of the images that I've got collected here. I actually put them in a Facebook reel earlier today, and I've got to mute the sound on this thing. Okay, that right there is actually, if I reduce this whole thing, you get a better picture of it right there. That's a family portrait that I'm working on right now of myself. That's me, of course, the pirate with the friggin' eye patch. This is the lovely Foxy, my wife. That is her son, and I've drawn this off of their actual faces, guys. I don't know if you realize this or not, but this is what they actually look like in real life. Minus the ears on the two Fox characters. Okay,
Yeah.
they don't really actually. I'm not married to a furry. No, I'm not. I'm not.
No.
But yeah. That's Rhonda. That's David, her son, and he's an Iraq war vet. So I named him American Fox, and he's going to be kind of like the Captain America.
Hey, Rhonda just popped up in chat.
Oh,
too.
did she?
Yeah, she did.
Hang on a second. She said she was going to. She's busy
Okay.
today.
Hey, Rhonda.
Hey, what's going on, young lady? You see her? Do you see her friggin' picture there?
Yeah, I see that.
Do you know who that is sitting next to her? It's not me.
I know. I was like,
That's
what?
Alexander Skarsgård. That's who that is. She was an extra on. He made a movie called Straw Dogs. It was actually a remake of a movie from the 70s, I want to say, with Dustin Hoffman in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was in that movie, and she got a picture with him. So every picture you see with her, it's not with me. It's either with Alexander Skarsgård or that fool that plays Daryl on The Walking Dead. What the hell's his name?
Oh, fuck.
I can't remember the dude's name.
I stopped watching when the girl.
I've got a mental block when it comes to him because that's her favorite person. She's actually got his picture on the wall up here. God, I know his name.
I can't remember it either.
Jeez. Remus.
Remus,
not. Is it Remus? No.
It's
I can't. You know what? Fuck it. I'll look at it. Damn. I feel like an old man. I can't remember that guy's name. I think I've got a mental block because she's got pictures of him everywhere.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Let's see.
Still Walking Dead cast.
Yeah, I'm going to Walking Dead.
I remember his name in the show was Daryl, but
yeah, that's Daryl. But the guy's actual name is Norman Reedus, not Remus.
Okay.
Coral. That's right, Coral. Damn it.
So you see, both of us plenty of fails already this morning.
What is it? Yeah. I'm just I'm a little out of it myself. Yeah. I worked last night, and my first night at work, I never get enough sleep, so I'm always running late and everything. But that's her guy. Him and Alexander Skarsgård. That's her favorite people on the planet. Let me tell you. But anyway, This is, like I said, this is the family portrait I'm working on, and the girl down here on the bottom is my daughter Amanda, and she's got lava skin. That's why it looks like there's flames coming off of her, and she's got wasp wings. She flies and everything, and I just dig it. It's one of my favorite things I've ever done. My wife was telling me earlier that you never say you like what you're drawing. I'm like, yeah, I'm digging this one. I think
I will
cool
say this, except for that one privateer part where you see the patch and it's glowing. This is my favorite picture you've done so far.
Yeah,
I love this picture.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
one
But
of my
then again,
favorite
it's all of us. It's something I've always
I
wanted to
love it.
do.
It's awesome.
And it's gonna end up being probably the cover of the. My goal, by the way, is to have 3 issues. Whenever I start putting them out, I'm gonna put it out like I'm shooting for the beginning of next year to put the first one out. And what I want to do is I want to put out 3 a year. And we're talking, if you guys don't know, I've talked about this on the show before, but for those that don't see it very often, I'll repeat it. And that's what this show really is about anyway. I'm not going to do much drawing today. I'm just going to catch you up on the progress. But my goal is to give you the experience I had when I was a kid. Now, today, I love what Rip is doing, and I love what Ethan Van Schreiber does, and all these independent creators. I love them. But a lot of them lean more towards the 80-page graphic novel type story. And yeah, there you go. The Privateer 4. Well, we actually call them the Privateer family, but anyway, I'm going to do 20-page rags. That way you have a cliffhanger ending and you've got to wait for the next one.
Yeah.
That'll make, and plus I'm going to try and find a printer that will put it on not newsprint, but pretty close to it. You know what the old comic books look like? They had, and part of the reason why comic book prices skyrocketed through the roof is because they started putting it on the shiny, slick paper and all that color development. I want you to have the experience I had as a kid. I want you to see these guys in peril at the end of the story, and have to wait till next week, or excuse me, a couple months down the road to see the next one, right? That kind of thing. So I'm going to put out 3 20-page rags during the year, one every quarter, and then to give myself a little bit of a break and get ready for the next run, I want to put out one that is the trade paperback of those 3, and I think that's what this is going to be, is the cover of that one. That's what because look, you don't even meet the Royal Fox till the 3rd issue.
Yep.
I haven't even drawn her yet I've plotted the first 2 issues. If you've watched the show, that's what I did the first, I'd say 70 friggin' episodes. That's all I did was get on here and I'd plot a page a day. And I now have 40 pages ready to ink and everything. And I'm going to show you the process that I use to do the inking as well while we're here. But that is one I'm working on right now. That's the one, if you've been watching the show, that's the one I'm working on right now. I'll show you some of these other images here. These were for promotional posters that I did. And I did the worst thing I could have done. I did a show. I left them in my friggin' trunk and it rained and they got water damaged. And I had a bunch of them. I was going to sell them and it was a waste. But I still have some originals of them, and that I really dug the way they came out. And one thing I did was right away, as soon as I had them done. Now that's my setup at the show. Okay. That's I show people all this stuff on this table right here. If I could, I wonder if I can make that bigger. I don't think I can. This is a reel I put out today, but all this stuff right here really is portraits that I've done. I do pencil sketch portraits. If you guys go to joesatmosphere.com, just the way you see it on the YouTube channel, I'm Joe's Atmosphere with an F everywhere, and I actually have a website, and there's a way to email me on the bottom. And if you want something done by me, just send me an email. I do it $50 a face. It's a flat rate. Doesn't matter how big you want it, how small you want it. That's how much it costs. And I do them for people all the time. So if you guys ever need to get something done, just let me know. Anyway, that's what I show off at the shows. And right there on the drawing board right there, this is when I actually started that family portrait. And these were the posters when I first got them, you know. And then I immediately went over to my comic book shop, Excalibur, here in Shreveport, and Chris was there, and my good buddy Mark that I went to high school with, who was actually the front of the store guy. And I took them a copy of each one of them, and I got them signed for them so they could keep it and everything. And he's going to help me promote it whenever I get it together. You know, we're going to have a signing at the comic book shop and that kind of thing. So it's going to be fun. It's just I have to find the time to get this thing done. It's ridiculous, you know. But anyway, I did that, and then that's an example of plotting the page. You know, I'm actually using actual comic book artboard, but I'm not using blue line pencil like most artists would, because I'm not putting actual ink on this. What I'm doing is I'm using the sketches, and the process I'm using, hang on a second, let me get this started up with Twitch real quick. Where are you, Twitch? There you are. And we'll start broadcasting. I already have that set up. What I do when I want to show stuff on my iPad, because I can't link it straight up, is I just broadcast it on Twitch. Let's see. Go. And we will hit that and that and that right there. Hit the right thing. Hit next.
And for y'all out there, please don't forget to give Joe a like on the 100th episode. Please.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, guys.
You want to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
So
you want to do that.
Out there. If you think this is cool and you think, hey, this is awesome, you want to share this to some of your friends, please do. Okay.
Right? Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can always go to joesatmosphere.com and check out some of the stuff I've got on there, and my you can email me. Let's see.
Network.
Here, reload player. Come on. Act right now.
Ariel popped in.
Did she? Hey,
Yeah.
What's going on, chick? Hang on a second. I may have to refresh this. Hang on. Let's see. Let's hit the refresh. And there it is. Okay. Now I just got to put it at full screen. There we go. Okay. So let me turn it sideways. And the way I'm inking this stuff, now, like I said, hang on, let me reduce that for a second. I'm doing this on artboard. Then I take a picture of it, okay? And then I put it into this program called Procreate. Hang on one second. I've got to get it loaded up on here. Okay, so I go to Procreate to ink it. Now, if you've been watching, you've seen the inking process on this stuff, and I'll just show you the video of one of these things. I'm sitting here clicking the mouse like I'm actually using it on the screen, which I'm not. I'm actually broadcasting this on Twitch from my iPad is what I'm doing. Okay, so if you go to, no, not the gallery. Come on. Joe's hitting all the wrong buttons today. Time-lapse replay. Okay, You see I've got the sketch under there, right? And it's just a picture of it, and then I start drawing it in. And the word "the privateer" is my logo that I actually have for it. I created that after I made those posters. But you see, I'm just using an eye pencil and the Procreate program to do these things. And it's a fun process. I'm enjoying it, man. I've never done this kind of thing before, so it's gonna be neat to see when I'm done with all of it. Let's see. Ariel says, wait, hold on. Got to go. Apparently, my Twitch account just told me Joe's Atmosphere is streaming. So catch you guys later.
Wait. We'll see this guy called
all you're going to see is this.
Yeah.
It's just flat this. It's actually titled The Raw Feed over there. So I replay it at 3:00, though, when this show's over with. But, that's the way I do it. Show you the one I've worked on the most. And I'm not going to start it over per se, but I really learned a lot just working on it. This is what the cover is shaping up to be. Now I got a lot more work to do on it. I have shading to do and everything, but this is just the initial line work and the initial colors thrown in, right? And I learned a lot doing this. You have to keep the black and white separated from the color parts. I learned that the hard way. Because when you make mistakes and you have to erase something, you're erasing two different layers, and it's horrible. But this whole thing's been a learning process for me. So, and for some reason, I don't know why it shows that first page. I think because I started drawing that before I started drawing the cover. But if you don't know the story so far, this initial thing going on here on the first page is an attack on a Coast Guard cutter, and the privateer saves the crew. And he's hanging out the side of a Huey helicopter. Okay, that's what you're seeing here. And he jumps on the deck. Matter of fact, that picture that I showed on Facebook of me plotting a page is actually him leaping from the helicopter down to the deck in front of a female Coast Guard member who's been knocked down and injured, right? So, yeah.
What Arrow said.
Hang on. Let's see. Gas. Joe, I didn't know you were that kind, always separating colors. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Yes. I'm the biggest bigot you'll ever meet. Yeah, that's why.
I thought that's my job to do that.
That's why the godfather of my child is an African-American man. Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's how big a bigot I am. Yeah. So, a guy named John Grant, really good friend of mine over in Texas. Shout out to John Grant if he's out there, the godfather himself. But anyway, let's just clip it. I'm the biggest bigot on the planet. Yeah, everybody knows that's not the case. That's for sure. But you see the process I'm using here. I'm taking the sketch, I'm taking a picture of it, and then I go through and do the color. And I am going to do this with with this one. I'm going to do that with this one too.
I can't wait to see that.
And I'm going to make a poster out of it. Matter of fact, that's probably the first thing I'm going to put on sale is this poster. They're going to be, I think, 16 by 20 posters. They're not quite the full size posters, but they come out really nice. You guys have seen them on that drawing board when I'm not drawing something. I always have them in the background. But anyway, so what I thought I would do for you guys today is just show you the progress of what's going on. And I thought maybe you might be interested. If you've never heard it, I'm going to read the origin story of the privateer. And if I have time, I'm going to read you the one for the Royal Fox. I doubt we're going to have time because I try and keep this under an hour.
Yeah, we're at 30 minutes or something.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, let's finish up with my little slideshow I wanted to show you here. We'll go ahead and kill the Twitch part. But like I said, I'm drawing on, I'm actually doing the sketches, and then I'm using Procreate with the eye pencil to color it in and ink it. This is just me at a Mardi Gras event dressed up as my character. We cosplay all the time at different stuff. That's me and Foxy at this I believe was a crew event. But I'm always promoting my book wherever I go. Now this was a sign. That's a projector projecting on primer on glass. This is the actual sign that I did for Excalibur that year. And you see it took a little work.
That's awesome though, Joe.
Yeah. But that's exactly what their logo looks like too. It looks like a sticker on the window. Let's see. Ariel says, so does the privateer's outfit get dirty, or is the outfit made by some special fabric that causes dirt, mud, and blood to basically fall off like water off a duck's back? No, he gets dirty. Anyway, let's see what else I put on this thing. Oh yeah, that's her hat. She's got the Tri-Quatra, right?
The hat is awesome.
Now, if you're wondering why she looks like this, I know a lot of people think she looks like Zatanna. That's not the case. What she is she was brought up in a circus. She's the ringmaster. Okay, so that's where her outfit comes from, and that's her cosplaying as it right there at another Mardi Gras event, and she made me a new jacket with the revolutionary thing, and she's also coming up with my merch. If you look here, this hat she created for me. We're going to put this on the website soon, you know, but I don't want to, until I get the posters done, I really don't want to put the merch out. But anyway, you got that. You got coffee mugs like that she does. And she's going to do all my merch until we get overloaded. Hopefully I'll get overloaded and we'll have to do something else. But I went to Dallas last year as well.
Who's that guy?
You know who that guy is. That's the guy, according to some people, hates everything. No, he doesn't hate everything. He just
people say that about me too.
Right? So. Yeah. He's another pop culture terrorist, and that guy right there has probably helped me the most. Comics division is
really awesome. He's a good dude.
He's a great guy. And look, guys, I'm almost 6 feet tall. He's not as short as you people think he is. He's not a fucking midget. All right, he's just not. Anyway, but yeah, I met them last year. They had a great venue last year. Hopefully they'll do it. And that's the jacket, and that's what it looks like when I go to the show. That's one of the displays I do. So yeah, it's the 100th episode. So I figured I would read you guys the origin of the Privateer. Now that picture right there is taken from DC Universe Online. This thing I'm about to read you is actually, and I'll just leave it up there and make us a little bit bigger on it. But this was a treatment that I did for a movie script, really, because the origin of the story itself, guys, I'm a big fan of The West Wing, if you know what that is. The West Wing is a television show that was out, I want to say, 2001, maybe 2000, maybe 99. But the year that I got interested in writing this story, however, was 2004, because that's when this episode of the show, I think it started in 2000.
Yeah, just a second.
But they had an episode of the show called The Privateers. And what it was about was Stockard Channing.
Joe is 1999 when it started.
1999 was when it started. Okay. But this episode was in the 4th season of the show. Stockard Channing played the wife of the president. Okay. And she was being honored by the Daughters of the American Revolution because her great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, right, was a privateer during the American Revolution. And everybody kept giving her shit, saying that her forefather was a pirate. And she kept going, no, he was a privateer. She kept having to defend it whenever they called him a pirate, right? And so I said, well, what is this all about? So I did a little research, and it turns out what they used to do was they issued letters of marque to merchant marines and privateers and pirates.
Yep.
And told them, because we didn't have a navy, right? During the American Revolution. We got all our stuff from the British, right?
Yeah,
we were British colonies. Yeah. So when we left them, we didn't have a navy until the French stepped in a few years later and helped us out. But till then, what the colonies did was they issued letters of marque. And what this letter gave them the right to do was go fight the British on the open seas, and whatever they got off that ship, they could keep. But if it was something that would help the war effort, i.e. munitions, weapons, medical supplies, stuff like that, if stuff that could help the war effort, they had to bring it back to the colonies. And some of these guys went all the way to the shores of Great Britain to fight these dudes. I mean, they were like, yeah, I'm down. They've been giving us shit for years. Let's go. Right. So anyway, so I'm a big fan of an old Disney movie called The Scarecrow of Romney Marsh. And I highly recommend it. If you've never seen it, go look it up. It's on YouTube in pieces. It's actually a 3-episode thing that they put on when I was a kid. In the late 60s. I remember it was one of the first things I watched on television.
I resaw it in like late 70s.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. What I hate, what I was hoping for when Disney Plus came on was that they'd put their freaking library on there. And no, they didn't. They still haven't put that movie on there. It pisses me off. Patrick McGowan plays the Scarecrow, and he's fucking fantastic. If you don't know who he is, he was The Prisoner, isn't that the one he was on?
Yeah, that was an
yeah.
awesome show. I love that show.
But anyway, let's get to this. I'm going to go ahead and read you the origin of the Privateer. Like I said, I converted it to superhero when I started playing DC Universe Online in 2011. That's when I did it. But most of this was the original thing I wrote. The origins of Patriot. What's that, Jed?
Put it up to the side so that people can see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're not going to be able to read this, I don't think, as small as it is. I wonder if I can blow it up. Hang on. Let's see if I... Yeah, I can. All right, good. That'll work.
It was a good idea, huh?
Okay, there you go. But anyway, the origins of Patriot begin with America's pirate Patriot. Now, Patriot, you see it's an anagram. It stands for Preemptive Action, Tactical Response, Intelligence/Offensive Team. Patriot. That's what it stands for. Okay. But the origins of that starts with America's pirate Patriot. Robert Joseph McBriarty. Now, that name is my grandfather's name, my name, and his last name. Okay. That's my grandfather's name with my name stuck in there. Okay. Robert Joseph McBriarty was born on July 4th. Of course he was, right? He's America's pirate Patriot. Yeah. 1750 in Marquis, Maine. Now, if you don't know where this is, I'm one thing I'm trying to achieve with the book is I'm trying to teach a little bit of history as I go along, because we know about some of the revisionist history going on, and I'm trying to bring you some of the history that I learned growing up. So Marquis, Maine was the site of the very first naval battle of the American Revolution. Look it up. What it was is there was some townsfolk there that got really pissed off that they were being pressed into service to guard the British ships, right? And after the ship left and was done unloading its stuff and left, a bunch of guys using planks of wood as friggin' armor and friggin' pitchforks and a few muskets followed that ship out of its port and friggin' took it from the British soldiers. Let's see. Henry says, can't be a true patriot to the U.S. of A without born on the 4th of July. You know it, man.
Hey, Lord Thoth.
What's up, Lord Thoth? Good to see you.
Hey, man.
Anyway, that's why I used Marquis, Maine. He grew up on his family's farm. His father, Joseph, a blacksmith by trade, taught him maintaining horses, crop growing, and weapon forging. His mother, Mary, was a seamstress when not tending the animals. His life changed one morning in October of 1762 at the age of 12 when a British naval press gang dragged his father away in shackles. That's how they used to get the people to serve in the Navy. They came to the friggin' British, they came to their colonies here in the U.S., clubbed anybody that was age 15 to 40, fighting age, right?
Mm-hmm.
And put a bag over their head and basically put them in slavery in the Navy.
Yeah, and just dragged them off.
That's it. To serve in the Royal Navy. Heartbroken, he became the man of the house at too early an age, helping his mother tend to the farm. He toiled daily, growing ever stronger. Each trip to town for supplies, he would sit on the docks, hoping for a glimpse of his father. His heart hardened. It was on one of these supply trips that he overheard a burly man, sword on his hip, blasting the British publicly. He followed him to the docks and saw the Seahawk for the first time. Of course, the ship is called the Seahawk.
Yeah,
because I'm a huge Seattle Seahawks fan.
Oh,
what are we doing?
Lord Thoth said something. Kay said something.
Oh, Kay says she loves the stream so far. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah. Let's see. To get people to serve in the Air Force, they just had to offer an air conditioner and a free coffee. No doubt,
dude. That's true.
Yeah.
Lord Thoth is so fucking true. Right
just
there.
a drive by, like, and hello. Good to see you there, John. Good to see you there. Can't wait to see you on Thursday for sure. Hopefully Wednesday, but Thursday for sure. We're going to see him for the football stream. Okay. The Seahawks is a 10-gun man of war. For the first time he saw the ship. That night, he wrapped some of his things in a sheet, left his mother a note, and ran away from home in search of the man he had heard called Graybeard by the shopkeeper. Just before the ship weighed anchor, he stowed away, hoping to learn the ways of the sea and find his father. He was found by a crewman and taken before Graybeard. He told his story, and the captain took him under his wing. By the age of 16, or by his 16th birthday, he was the first mate of the Seahawk. In every encounter, showed his loyalty to his mentor, and through hard work and dedication to his shipmates, he earned Graybeard's trust. It was an early morning in June of 1774 when the Seahawk engaged a British frigate south of Bermuda. The ships exchanged fire until they were close enough for boarding. The vicious hand-to-hand battle ensued, and as Robert's sword was brought to bear on an older British sailor aboard the enemy ship, the man quickly blocked his attack and locked swords with him. He suddenly realized he was locked in mortal combat with his father. He dropped his sword and fell to his knees. Seeing this, his father took measure of him. Recognizing him, his father pulled him behind him, stripped off his uniform jacket, and began to attack his own shipmates, screaming, "Come on!" And Robert leaped up to his feet, collected his sword, and the two fought their way across the deck of the frigate. When the battle was decided, the two embraced. A shipmate told Robert he was needed in the captain's quarters urgently. He entered to find that on the day he found his father, he would lose one as well. Graybeard was mortally wounded and fading fast. Robert thanked Graybeard for helping him find his father. Graybeard, struggling to breathe, pulled Robert close, handed him his scabbard, and whispered, "The ship is yours. Do with it what you will." He looked at Robert's father and waved him over. Graybeard shook Joseph McBriarty's hand and with his last breath said, "It was a pleasure raising your son. Keep him free." After burying Graybeard at sea, the Seahawk made for Marquis, Maine. The McBriarty men returned to find Patriarch Mary had passed away. Joseph decided to work his land again, and Robert returned to the ship and made for Bermuda. On their way, they encountered a smoldering and broken schooner flying a colonial flag at half-mast. The Seahawk boarded her and found her crew wounded or dead, left to list by a British warship. Robert took the wounded to the closest colony of Virginia. The commander of the Virginia militia thanked him for the crew's safe return. He also issued the Seahawk a letter of marque to attack the British as long as all supplies and armaments were returned to Virginia. Robert addressed his crew. They could take their share of loot, which they, most pirates call booty.
Give me the booty.
And move on or join him in the fight for America's independence. The crew showed their loyalty and admiration to him as not a man took the ground. The Seahawks campaign against the British over the 2 years that followed was immensely successful, flying the Jolly Roger on a shield of stars and stripes. She showed no quarter to British ships. Any ship that fell under her guns looted and burned, with the wounded left on board to be consumed by smoke and flame. Yeah, he was a vindictive son of a bitch when he was a young man, no doubt. He was pissed about the years without his dad, right? One sunny day, let's see, hang on. Okay, I skipped forward too far. At the conclusion of the war, learning his father had passed, Robert awarded the ship to his first mate. The Seahawk put he and his loot aground on a favorite uncharted island of Graybeards in South Bermuda. One sunny day, hunting in the island's wilderness, Robert came across an old Indian. The man was wounded, unconscious, and being targeted by a tiger. And Robert drew down on the tiger with his musket and ended its life. The discharge awakened the stranger, and Robert introduced himself to an Indian medicine man. Robert took the old man to his camp and attended to his wounds. He watched over the elder's recovery, and when he was well enough, the medicine man offered McBriarty a peace pipe. Robert had heard of this and wondered what his personal vision would be. We all know they're smoking peyote, right? That's what it is.
They had to be smoking.
It was stronger than he had ever imagined. He suddenly understood the elder's language. The elder thanked him for showing a stranger such as he such kindness. Then he asked Robert, "What do you hold most dear?" And without hesitation, he answered, "The promise of the new free American nation I fought to liberate." His vision was the future of that nation. Through its expanse west, the Civil War, all its technological marvels, through the Great Depression and 2 world wars, he was struck by its resilience. Through the Cold War, wars in Southeast Asia, and the Middle East, he became concerned. But when he saw the planes hit the Twin Towers and collapse, he screamed out in pain and passed out. When he awoke, he was alone on the island in the year 2001, shortly after the events of 9/11. Robert collected his loot, now worth billions, and made for Florida. The medicine man came to him in a dream his first night in America. Thankful for his help, he had sent him where the country he loved needed him to be. He also explained the pipe had slowed his aging and given him enhanced strength, fortitude, and the keenest of vision in his one good eye. When he woke the next morning, his mission was clear to him. Robert bought his old family home in Maine, a penthouse in Boston, and became a majority shareholder in several companies, many of these businesses having research and development contracts for military applications. Much like Batman, right? He's going to get all the best toys to do this fight. Yeah. What's up?
Time.
Yeah, I got it, man. This is the end of it right here.
Okay, I'm just hoping.
Now, with a revolutionary ideal of freedom, Robert seeks to hunt down the tyrannical and snuff out their cult of slavery and deceit. The wicked now live in fear of America's pirate patriot, the privateer. That is his origin story. If you ever want to see it, he's got a Facebook page. You guys can go check out his Facebook page anytime you want to. It's a fictional character, and that's what it looks like on Facebook. So, yeah, that's what we're shooting for. And, I'm having a good time bringing it to you, man. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Like I said, it's taking a little longer than I thought because now I understand why they got teams of people working on these things.
Yeah.
I think what I may do here pretty soon, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish this first because I love this. I think it's awesome. I think I'm going to finish this from beginning to end, make the posters. That way you guys can pick one up at the website if you want to once I get it done, just to get the word out there. And then I'm going to get to work on the dialogue for the pages because I have the script for the first 2. I've got to write the 3rd one. But it's all about the beginning of his war with his nemesis, and his nemesis. Look, there's going to be a lot of 80s references because that's when I was a young man in the military. Okay. You're going to have Huey helicopters. You're going to have old Jeeps in this thing. He's going to use old shit trying to throw people off. Right. He carries a musket and a flintlock. Right. Because even though that's what they look like, but they can go fully automatic and all kinds of shit. They're high. It's all high tech stuff. Let's take a look at what the chat's saying here. What are you guys talking about? I may have
talking about his character.
Oh, okay. I may have said so before, but a Son of Stripes, one of my characters, is essentially a non-powered Old West patriotic superhero. Very cool.
Yeah, we talked about it before on the stream.
Yeah, for sure. His promise was beer. Beer.
Yeah, right.
That's it. No doubt.
Oh, and Low Spec came in too.
Did he? Where is he? Where is that guy?
There
he is.
Yeah.
There he is. Nice butt there, Low Spec. Nice butt. Nice butt. Good to see you, man. But anyway, that's what we're shooting for, guys. And his nemesis is a gentleman who is a patriot himself, but of the Soviet Union. I mean, the original USSR.
Yeah,
his name is Communist Rain, and his entire motivation in life is to bring all the old Soviet satellites back into the hammer and sickle.
Bring it back into play.
Bring it back together. Yeah. And so I look forward to bringing all of this, guys, and if you're watching this show, you're going to get behind the scenes stuff. Some people may call it spoilers. I say it's inside dope. You know what I'm saying? You find out about the story before the public gets to read it. So anyway, listen, guys, it's been fun. I don't have time to read Royal Foxes, but the next milestone we'll do the Royal Fox. But for right now, Jed, anything you want to say to everybody before I start wrapping up?
Oh yeah, just please make sure to like this for Joe. Push this out, retweet it on his YouTube, on his Twitter. Do whatever you can to get this book out there, so it helps Joe. So
Ariel says she wants to work for the bad guy.
Yeah, I knew you would say that, Ariel.
Right.
But yeah, you see
the USSR Patriot. Yeah, he's called Communist Rain.
You see anything else on Twitter? Retweet that for him so he can get out there, so he can get more exposure.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so you guys know you're watching the 100th episode of Sketching the Privateer. I bring this to you every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time, so come check it out weekly. I'll be here sketching for you. And then later on tonight, make sure you tune into Pop Culture Minefield, because our good friend Das Wolfen will be on playing The Walking Dead, the Telltale series. He's going to play it from beginning to end. So check that out at 10 p.m. Central Time tonight. And then I come back on Sunday with the Brothers Hack the Matrix. It's me and my brother Highlander getting together and telling you everything you need to know about the week that was in the clown show of 2024 through today's headlines. So come check that out every Sunday early. And we have a start date for the MF Roadhouse. It's
hopefully.
Yes. You know what? I'm going to hold you to it, man. I'm going to put your feet to the fire.
Put my feet to the grill on this one.
That's right.
On my birthday.
Quit getting my hopes up.
No. So yeah, the 28th is my birthday, so I want to bring the Roadhouse back that day. So
there you go.
That night, actually.
That night, about 11 p.m. Central Time, which is 9 p.m. his time. We're going to get started with that. The MF Roadhouse. We've been looking forward to doing it. I miss it on Fridays. I now watch. I can't get rid of Ruben for nothing. I watch Ruben on Fridays now on Janet from Another Planet shit show. I watch that, the shit show on Fridays.
Then he'll have Ruben over there with Sam and me.
Yeah.
We're
going to be the regulars, but he's going to have other people on.
Yeah.
I'm sure Wookie's going to. Wookie has been dying for you to start this.
Dude, Wookie is foaming at the mouth to come back over there.
Damn it. But anyway, that's going to be late night Sunday starting last Sunday
28th.
So look forward to that. Yeah. And then this Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time, it's Morning Coffee with Gary and Anima, Military Monday. And we're going to do Gallipoli. This is a movie he made after Mad Max, but before The Road Warrior. It's a war movie. So come check that out. We're going to be talking about that at 10 a.m. Central Time on Pop Culture Minefield's channel. And then at 3 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back. Ryan Rogers, Athay's channel, has a new wrestling show, and I'm a guest on it called Monday Nitrous. We talk for about an hour of the history of wrestling. So check that out on Monday at 3 p.m. Central Time. And It's Only Talk and Roll will be back this Monday at 4 p.m. Central Time. And we're doing Father Ted. It's going to be a meeting of the cult comedy crew. We're going to talk about the British television show Father Ted. If you've never seen it, it's pretty damn funny
stuff. Father Ted is awesome.
So we're going to talk all about it at 4 p.m. Central Time on That 70s Rock Fans channel. Yeah. And then I start my streaming week on Tuesday, and this week we're going to do, oh man, you got to be kidding me. I don't have the friggin' I don't have it up here. Well,
it was the game that me and Joe started streaming on.
Yeah, so. It's going to be, hang on, let me pull this down. We're going to be playing Force Unleashed 2. Yeah. We're going to be playing that. So you guys tune in for that. That should be a lot of fun. That's 10 p.m. Central Time on Monday. And then Wednesday, it's State of the Atmosphere live. We had a really good show last week.
It was awesome.
We reviewed the new Joker trailer. We reviewed Fallout, but a couple of people hadn't seen it all the way through. So, well, actually, just one person. But we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt because we love him. So we're going to do a wrap-up of Fallout this week. And we also reviewed Civil War, one of the stupidest movies I've ever seen.
Piece of shit.
It was really bad, guys. It wasn't what I expected. I was hoping for a Red Dawn type of movie, and I got people smelling their own farts. It was just stupid. But anyway, we talk about everything pop culture. We'll let you know the box office numbers, all that stuff. This is the Pop Culture Show for the channel. State of the Atmosphere, 5:30 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday. And then at 10 p.m. Central Time, it's Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails on Wednesday with Mass Effect.
Yeah.
My next part of Mass Effect. And I made some good progress this time.
And hopefully I can make it this week because
If you don't, it'll be fine. That's 10 p.m. on Wednesday. And then Thursday, it's the pregame party special, a live draft reaction. And we're going to have P.A.T.R.I.O.T on for this one, along with the regular crew we have for our football shows. It's Knock, it's Das Wolfen, Matt from Small Time Republic. Johnny Rock makes it here occasionally for that one. We're all big football fans, and we all love to talk about it. So if you didn't see it last year, we had a ball bringing it to you. It was live reaction of the draft. Round one will be, I think last year we went for 5 hours on this one. It'll start a half an hour before the draft at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Thursday. And then Friday, it's right back around right here at 1 o'clock for Sketching the Private.
You know, Joe, I'll probably jump in later on.
If you want to jump in on it, that's fine.
Yeah,
dude.
I want to
that's
jump
fine.
in.
We're going to do the entire first round. And I'm calling it the great quarterback scramble of
it is
2024. There's like 6 quarterbacks that could go in the first round, folks. It's going to be very interesting.
Maybe Jerry will do something decent this year.
You see all these guys here. And by the way, the guy all the way to the right in the Auburn one, that guy played for Oregon. That's Bo Nix. But one of our cast, Matt from Small Time Republic, is a huge Auburn fan. And that's where Bo Nix started his college career before he moved to Oregon. So that's why I put him in the Oregon helmet.
Yeah.
That's a shout out to my boy, Small Time Republic. But anyway, so for myself and the Jedster, I want to thank you guys for being here. And until we see you again, keep on keeping on. God bless.